even an inch. If you give your eating disorder even an inch, it will take a mile. Heck, it'll run a freaking marathon with your inch. Hey, good morning, hello. So, first of all, I apologize. I have a bump. I know I shouldn't be self-conscious, but literally that's ruining my day. Anyway, so the hair was curled yesterday. The makeup was on. I was totally gonna do a vlog, like full day of eating. Well, things happened, not good things, and I ended up not. It was a really bad day, and we don't have to talk about it. But anyway, this morning I have a bit before I have to go into work, but the reason I always get here early is because I have to drop off the boys at their school, the boys that I drive and chauffeur and nanny. I have to drop off the boys at their school pretty early, and then I just come straight to work, but then I get here a little bit early. So I pack my breakfast, and I do have it right here. I mean, I already had my Ensure this morning before going to get them, but yeah, so I have a nice big tub here. So what these are is overnight oats parfait style. Like, I got the recipe from, her name is Florence or Flo, but she has her username on YouTube is Beating Bones, BPD, Anorexia Recovery. I'll link her channel below. She is lovely and awesome, and I really enjoy watching her. She's very motivating, very real. Anyway, she makes this, I kept seeing her make this awesome looking, like, thick, creamy, overnight oats parfait, and I was like, I want that so bad. So she put the recipe in one of her last videos, and I attempted to make it. It did not turn out as pretty as hers. A little bummed about that one, but, you know, I'm gonna eat it anyway. It looks not very good, actually, but, like, it's nice to go, and we have 3 blobs of peanut butter, and then I have a little tub of maple syrup that I'm gonna sprinkle over it. But I don't want to eat. I don't feel like I deserve to eat this morning. I don't feel like I need to eat this morning. But I know that's a lie, and I know better. And I know that you guys have said before that it like helps you when I kind of talk through my thought process as I am eating and what I'm thinking about, how I am fighting the thoughts. So I figured we'll just do a breakfast chat, and I will talk through the negative thoughts that I have as I eat, because there's a lot of them this morning. So, yeah, let me drizzle the maple syrup on, and then we'll just get into it. And I'm just going to talk about, like, the thoughts, the eating disorder thoughts that are, like, entering my brain that I'm thinking about, and then the thoughts that I know are the right ones that I am going to use to combat those thoughts. Hopefully, that's the plan. Anyway. Maple syrup. Ugh. I actually haven't even tried this yet, so I guess we'll see if it's good, but I don't want to eat. I could so easily restrict right now. All right, let's go. Let's get this first bite of peanut butter syrup. Wow. All right, not gonna lie, tastes really good. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I do like it. Still don't want to eat it, but I like it, which is helpful. My first thought is you don't deserve to eat this morning because of what you did yesterday and the way you ate yesterday, and you need to make up for that by restricting this morning. Like yesterday, I started out so good, and then I restricted at lunch, didn't really eat much dinner, and then I had a lot to eat in the later hours of the evening, which is literally what I did in the past. Like, that is literally my old eating disorder habits, and man, I knew what I was doing when it was happening. Like, I knew, and I did it anyway. So I ended up, I mean, I'm not gonna say binging. I ate a lot last night, and I didn't do anything to compensate for that. Didn't do any of the other behaviors. But of course, woke up this morning feeling like crap, and like I need to crap, and just gross and bloated and full still. And I do go to the doctor. I do have IBS-C and chronic constipation, so there's all that happening, and so I don't feel like I need to eat when there's so much food just sitting there, and there's poop just sitting there. Like, you know, those thoughts that you're already full. Like, I'm full up here with crap and food and poop, and so like I don't need to put more food in because that's just going to make it worse. But I know that's not true. I know that I have to eat regardless, and it doesn't matter what you did yesterday. Every day is a new day. If we were to live our lives based on our past choices and past decisions and what we did the day before, ugh, what a crappy life we would have. What a horrible life that would be. You can't base today off of yesterday, not thinking about what's in my stomach or what's not in my stomach. You need to start fresh, and you need to eat, Stephanie. And the other thought that makes me not want to eat is the thing that, oh, you'll get bloated immediately. You'll get fat, which I know that's a lie. You'll gain weight, which I have to gain weight. I have been gaining weight. I need to continue gaining weight. So yes, I will gain weight, not just from this one meal, but from the collaboration of everything I've been eating. But that's supposed to happen. So you have to even just change your mindset and be like, well, no, wait, I do have to gain weight. And in order to gain weight, I have to eat. Regardless. Even when it's tough, even when it sucks, you can't restrict. You can't stop. Because that just leads to more. That leads to more restriction. You might say, well, you know, ooh, a blackberry. Look. Yay. Like I was saying, what was I saying? I forgot. Yeah, it leads to more restriction. So you might think, oh, well, I'll just make up for it at a snack later or at lunch later. And I don't know about you, but that's not how it works for me. That's not how my eating disorder brain works. I will, in fact, eat less. If I restrict at breakfast, I will restrict at lunch. I know I will. And if I don't eat carbs at breakfast, I will not eat carbs at lunch. Like I've said, you have to break that cycle. For me, I have to break the cycle. I have to break the no carb eating cycle. Oh my gosh, are they freaking gonna park there? I literally parked out in the middle of nowhere, and you have to park right there. That's super annoying. Anyway, so you cannot start out by restricting, because then you'll keep restricting. And the thing is, you can't give your ED even an inch. If you give your eating disorder even an inch, it will take a mile. Heck, it'll run a freaking marathon with your inch until you're in relapse. Like, you cannot give in to that restrictive cycle, because it just keeps going, and then it's so hard to break, and it makes it even harder the next time. So stop it. As uncomfortable as it is to eat, you have to eat. That's the point. You can't do what's comfortable, because what you did that was comfortable led you to the point of maybe near death, maybe hospitalization, maybe not even that far, but just realizing that my life sucks. I want change, and you can't change unless you change. What is it? Insanity? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. You can't do the same thing and keep doing your habits and expect that you'll get better and expect that the weight will just come on and you'll look healthier. Like, no. You have to go out of your way to change. Which is uncomfortable. Big old glob of peanut butter. Don't want to eat breakfast. But like, okay. Let's think about something else. So what's going to happen now that I'm eating breakfast, and that when I finish this, what's going to happen that I'm so afraid of, that's causing me to not want to eat this at all? Well, I won't be hungry, which is not a bad thing. But for the person with an eating disorder, being hungry is a good feeling. We all know that. We like the feeling of being empty and feeling hungry. Well, eating this, I'm not going to be empty anymore. I'm going to have food there in my stomach, and I don't like that. I mean, that's what I'm struggling with. I don't like that. Oh, you're going to get bloated, and people are going to notice, and blah, blah, blah. First of all, bloating is normal in recovery. It's going to happen. You put food in your stomach, you're going to have a little bit of a distension regardless, especially when you have a digestive system like mine, coming from very restrictive eating habits. Then it's going to bloat, and that's normal, and that will, and like, tell yourself that is temporary. That will go down with time. You know what? So what if I'm bloated? And so what if people actually notice? There is nothing wrong with taking up more space. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit bigger or a lot bigger. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. We have this mentality that being bigger is bad, but why? Why? Other than the fact that stupid society has labeled big, fat, bad, skinny, scrawny, pretty. Like, why have we labeled that? That's so stupid. So get that out of your mind. And when you realize that there's actually nothing wrong with having a bit of a stomach or not having fit abs or not having a paper flat stomach, it's like, oh, okay. There's more to life. Huh. Who knew? I'm already feeling pretty full. Feeling the cramps coming. But we eat anyway. I'm looking at this food, and you tell yourself, this is medicine. This is medicine. I need this food. This food will go to healing. This food will go to my organs. This food will give me life, will give me my life back, will help me gain more weight, having a family, having children, going on with my career. This is where it starts. You have to feed yourself. I'm talking to myself. Feed yourself. And if you can't feed yourself, and you can't do it on your own, I understand it's great to have accountability, and you need to have accountability and motivation, and you might need people to watch you every second for a while, but at some point, there has to come a point when you yourself want it for yourself, and you realize that if you don't eat, you'll never recover if someone else is always pushing you to do it. You have to recover for yourself. You have to realize in your heart that you want to change and you want your life back and you will make a difference. And that unless you make the choice, you can't ever have freedom. And there's the thoughts right now of, oh, you could have restricted right now. You could be empty right now. You could be flatter right now. Get them out. Like, stop it. Where would that get me? What good would that actually do me? Oh, it'll give me a flat stomach and make me feel better about... No, it won't make me feel better about myself. That's a quick fix. That's not going to help me long term. That's not going to help me reach my goals. I want recovery so badly. I have to eat. Even when I don't want to, even when it's uncomfortable, that's when it's the most important to keep doing what you know you have to do, but what you don't want to do. Almost done. A little bit left. I don't know. I hope this rant was helpful. I know it was all over the place, but that's what I'm thinking about when I'm eating and how I try to rationalize. I'm also sick with a sinus infection. Side note. Which, that's not an excuse to restrict either. Sickness and, oh, I have a sinus infection, I have a cold, I can't eat. That's baloney. You need to eat even more so. You need to nourish your body. Your body is already sick from your disorder, and now it's sick trying to fight something else. Like, you need to give it more. It needs to heal more. Okay, that just makes sense. That's just logical. However, we don't pay attention to that, do we? I'm so full. Maybe comment below what you're eating, if you're eating, or what helps you when you're having these thoughts. And so we can all benefit from that. All right, friends, that's it for this little rant of eating with me as I'm battling the thoughts of really not wanting to eat and thinking I should restrict. Yep, I'm full now. I'm uncomfortable. But that's part of recovery. If you're comfortable in recovery, you need to push yourself. That's what I'm saying. So, How are my teeth? Are they clean? I'm about to have to go into work with a full stomach. Why is it that I like to be empty? Ugh, it's so stupid. It's so screwed up. It's like I like to go into work and go doing things with an empty stomach. Does anyone else get that way where you feel like I have to have not eaten in case there's like they offer us food, so that if they offer us food, I won't have to eat extra on top of what I've already eaten, but it'll be justified because I haven't eaten, because I've starved myself. I like get those thoughts, and it's so stupid. Anyway, those are just my random ramble. I hope it was helpful. That's really what I want, is just to share my experiences as I go through them in hopes that they can benefit you guys, because I truly, truly want the best for every single one of you. I want the best for all of us, and the true freedom that does come with true recovery, which I am fighting so hard for, which is so much harder than I ever thought it would be. But keep going, because it will get better. So yeah, anyway, share this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, all the good stuff. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna burp. Hang on.